Right. Check one more time. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Anybody that comes in after this point, they have to get into the 15-minute wave. Let's see. So it's no major announcements. You know, last time on Dragon Ball Z, last time we had like a one-on-one session with as many students as possible to just kind of discuss the midterm grade to kind of position as many people for success as possible. So I think that was a really good move. I think it helped a lot of people so that they can make a plan, to do what they need to do. So we're moving on with the next section today. So we're moving into chapter 2. Like this stuff is going to be over before you know it. Because in chapter 2, we only have 3 sections, 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3. Then we take exam 3, covering those 3 sections. And then after exam 3, we only have 2 more sections. So it's like 2 weeks of new material after that. And then we'll be going to like Thanksgiving break and wrapping up for the finals and things of that nature. So it's going to be over quickly, right? So, I made all the homework and quizzes available at the start of the semester. The only thing that's not available at the start are the exams. So we are still waiting on exam 3 and the final, but you can, if you can get ahead, like watch those lectures in advance, and my recommendation is to try to go ahead and finish your stuff out because, the closer we get to finals, all of your classes are going to want stuff, right? From papers to projects to presentations, this, that, and the other, right? And so to try to alleviate some of your stress, you want to try to get as far ahead as possible, right? So my recommendation, if you can finish your stuff in advance, just go ahead and finish it. That way you're only waiting on the exams. Okay. So with that, let's go ahead. I was trying to decide what to do today because since we did on Monday, since those were all one-on-one sessions, that means we didn't get a chance to go through the lecture. So out of my 3 classes that I've had today so far, the first 2 unanimously voted to work on the homework. The third one wanted to go through the lecture, but I just made an executive decision. I was like, no, we need to go through the homework as much as possible because they already have a copy of the lecture. Anything that I would say with you guys now is already available on my channel, right? You just go to the College Algebra 1 and 2.1 quadratic functions, and all the stuff that I would say is already there. So I think that the best move is to take this time and go through as many homework questions as we can. Okay. So with that, let's see. Okay. So we'll go through as many of these as we can. Let me do the poll. General. Yeah. Should be an option. I'm live. Launch that one. Yeah. Okay. So basically, we have identified the graph, right? So we have a quadratic, right? -1/4x squared. And so then we have these 4 options. So we can use transformations, right, to graph this. So the general shape is a U-shaped curve, right? We multiply the outside by a number between 0 and 1. So that means it should be squished vertically. And then we multiply the outside by a negative. So it should be flipped top to bottom. Notice we did not move it up and down at all. So it can't be A or B, right? The reason it can't be D because D moved up, right? We didn't move up. It should be B. Let's go B. All right. So let's try that one. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, let's try it again. I'm in this poll and relaunch it. Launch. All right. Identify the graph, right? So we have a quadratic. So it's still the highest exponent is 2. It still should be a U-shaped curve. We have multiple transformations in one go, right? So the recommendation there is to work your way from the inside to the out. You want to do the innermost transformation first, and then work your way out. So the innermost transformation is that +2. That +2 tells us to move to the left 2 units, all right? So left 2, it should vertical stretch by a factor of 4, so it should get tall and skinny, and then flip it up top to bottom, right? And I see somebody's chosen B. I can get down with that. It can't be C or D because they have the wrong orientation. A went to the right, but we said we should go to the left, so we're gonna go B. Let's check it, all right? Come on. Awesome, all right? And let me relaunch the poll. I like the poll because, you know, it provides a way for us to like engage and interact where it's not so like lopsided, you know? Now, you know, I'm gonna kind of let it be for now, you know. All right, let me see. So choose the graph that represents the function. All right, so we have a U-shaped curve, right? We got that -5 on the inside. So that tells us we take the graph and we should go to the right by 5 and down by 7. So which one of these went right 5 and down 7? That's all that we did. Right 5 and down 7. And I think the only one that does that is B. Let's go with B. Okay. And let me see something. Let's close. Okay, cool. It's no worries. Let's do the pullback. Launch. All right, match the function with the corresponding graph. So we have a U-shaped curve. Now I see 1, 2, 3. It's actually 4 transformations going on here. So again, the recommendation is work our way from the inside to the out. So let's see, that +2 tells us to go left 2. We stretch it vertically by a factor of 2, flip it top to bottom. So it can't be A or B because those are turned the wrong way. We said left 2 and then down 3. So the only one that went left 2 and down 3 is C. So it should be C in that case. Okay. Okay. So this one asks us to find a quadratic of this form that passes through this point. Okay. So, you know, we have this here. I don't think we need the poll for right now. And let's zoom in a little bit. All right. So they gave us the X and they gave us the Y, right? So when X is -2, -2 squared is 4, Y is 12. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. So that A is 3, right? I didn't write it out just because, but if you need me to, just request it and I will. We said A was 3x squared. Yeah, right? So notice that when X is negative, that's not a 2, that's not squared, okay. When X is -2, -2 squared is +4 times 3 is 12. Okay. All right, let's try another one. Okay. All right. Cool. That's exactly what I was looking for. All right. So I'm just, you know, everybody left. That's cool with me. That was the agreement. So I'm just going to sit on the call for like a few more minutes just to catch anybody that might come up in 15 minutes. And then I'll just take a break until my next class. Because I mean, honestly, the stuff is there. If they don't need me, it's not a big deal. It's there. Oh. Because, you know, there's a recording of all of this. They can watch one of my other classes. I'm not going to sit here and talk to myself. So that is cool with me. I'll give them like a few more minutes. I think I'm going to just go ahead and stop the stream though. Yeah. And so they can just use the stream from another class. I didn't know that happened. That's cool.